One.
Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the warden.
Ooh.
Together we host what we like to call the Friday Night Feast. And this happens every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks, show you all how to do it. And we spend the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. And then every single Sunday, at least we plan on it anyways, we try and do my MS Journey live stream for y'all. Give y'all an update. And this week we're on week 204.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some news for you. I'm going to hang up to see whoever all's here first.
First, I
Didn't
forgot
like-
to turn the light on,
Yeah.
and it looks like I'm in the dark.
No, I can see perfect. I'm good.
And I don't know why it doesn't want to put all of the comments, y'all. Never miss a count. Click on the chat message.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Mo better.
Okay. Let me pull this up. All right. I'll read the first few comments that came in, and then we'll get into, you said you have what to share?
News about my doctor's visit.
Oh, yeah, because your doctor's visit was this past Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So tune in. Right now, we just have a few people here. So let's go ahead. And I see first, Lisa L. Strange said, what's the red sauce on your boiled eggs?
There's two different sauces I've been using. One, let me get the jar and I'll show you. Ugh.
And she said, haha, nice shirt.
Thank you.
And they go, pluck yourself is here. It said, so demure in your whole ensemble.
And talking about speaking of a nice shirt, well, pluck yourself is going to give it to me. But this is the sauce I've been using. This is the chunky salsa, La Casa Mamita. I get the medium. They have a medium and a mild. That's the only two options I've ever found. Let me see if I can just show just the label. If they can read that.
So it's the salsa at Aldi.
Yeah. And I think this whole jar, whatever size it is.
I think it's less than $2.
Yeah, it's like $2.88. I was gonna say less than $3.
I think it's even less than that.
I think it's $2.30, something like that. But yeah, I just put the salsa on my eggs every morning.
And then you said there was another one?
Yeah, and well then also if you watch the Friday Night Feast, we made that guajillo, sweet and spicy guajillo sauce. I had a little bit left over too, and I put that on my eggs this morning. But I guess they wouldn't see that until next week. My bad. So yeah,
it's like $2.45.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the salsa I'm putting on my eggs.
Yeah. And then Tweet Q Cat said, hey all, and happy Sunday.
Howdy.
Hey Lynn. I'm sorry that the first few comments don't always show up when it loads on here. But yeah, so we're doing good.
And,
how's everybody else doing this Sunday?
And speaking of my doctor, he loved that shirt too, because I specifically wore it to my neurologist appointment. And he's like, I love that shirt. Whoever got it for you, he goes, whatever, blah, blah. Tell them they did good on it. He goes, but I love the fact that not everybody's going to get it. You're going to have to explain it. That was his favorite part about it.
Wow. And then Laura S. is here and says, hello, happy Sunday, everyone.
Howdy.
Hey, Laura. And then Renee said, hey. I don't see the yo, so it's just hey.
She still have to sleep.
Or maybe it's hey. That's what she's saying. Hey.
Right.
So yeah, so you had a doctor. So how did you do? Because the last couple of Sundays we talked about basically getting back to basics.
Right.
Getting stricter keto, not doing all of the keto treats. So you haven't done the ice creams, the Quest bars.
Right. Because in fact, she bought me a package of Quest bars. They always come in a 4-pack. I think it was that same Tuesday I went and returned them.
Yeah, this past Tuesday you returned them. Yeah. So basically the only, I guess, keto products you're currently having is
Keto Chow, Keto Brick, and the Salty, which is, I guess, still Keto Chow.
Yeah. Nice. And speaking of keto chow, y'all, today I think is the last day. You have to sign up by the 25th for their subscription box if you want to have early access to the Black Friday promotions. So I know on November 29th at 12:01 a.m. So I guess I'm confused with, obviously I don't do well with time. So at 12:01 on November 29th is, I think, when Black Friday starts. So that feels like that would be Wednesday, like Thursday, basically at midnight, right? Am I thinking of that right? So not Friday itself, but actually Thursday evening, Thanksgiving Day?
Well, if it's 12:01, it's till Friday.
Wait, what is the 29th? The 29th is Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have my days mixed up. So the 29th is Friday. So at actually 12:01 a.m., if y'all were up that late on a Thanksgiving Day until 12:01 Friday's time is when the Black Friday promotions start. And so, of course, we're going to have a video coming out then.
In fact, when we're finished with this, we're going to start setting up to record a video for it too.
Yes, and then we'll have some other ones going throughout the weekend with various things. So make sure you are subscribed. Check that you are subscribed and that you have all bell notifications turned on, because we're going to be releasing also several shorts this coming weekend in regards to that. And then the other thing I want to mention is we just sent out the channel member supper club for this coming Saturday evening. So you check your emails. You should have got it if you're a channel member. If you did not get it, please reach out to me. Nobody ever tells me either way, so I just assume everyone gets the email. So if you don't, please reach out, message me, text me, whatever form you can, email us. Our email's always in the description. And then that way we can, make sure you get that invite. So they just went out like 5 minutes before the live.
Right.
And I'm excited about this month. I saw Lisa, if you're still here, it looks like she's already even made the dip before. Am I reading that correctly?
From what I read of the comment, which is confusing to me because we haven't even told anybody about it yet.
Well, she got it. Yeah. It's not like it's a brand new, like never heard of. But we're excited about it. And I'm excited about the recipe video we're also doing this afternoon with Keto Chow. I think it's going to be fun, y'all.
I'm excited about it too.
Excited to see how it tastes.
In fact, I had to make a special run to HEB this morning, first thing, to get some more stuff for it.
Because somebody forgot yesterday. Yeah.
That's fine. She just made the dogs wait a little while to get fed.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't feed them until I got home.
Oh, poor babies.
That's why they're asleep on the couch.
Did y'all see the pictures of them I put in the group chat with their new sweaters from Aldi? It's so cute. But actually, Sam managed to get out of his sweater last night.
I guess it got hot.
I guess so. Today, when I was trying to take Delilah's off, she was kind of fighting me, like she didn't want me to take it off. And I'm like, well, it's going to be in the 80s the next few days. I think that'd be too hot for you. But she didn't really want me to take it off. But Sam, no, he managed to take it off during the night, y'all. I don't know how he did it. He must have really been
fighting with it.
I guess. Like, how did he do that? How did he do that? But anyhow, so yes, he already got his off. So, all right. Well, we'll give it a couple more minutes. I see we have a couple more comments in. Renee said, got some local butter last night at the chicken shit bingo. It's unsalted, but so good.
Hopefully some of it didn't land up in the, or some of the bingo stuff didn't land up in there.
I prefer to get unsalted butter just because I like to
add your own.
Add my own. Yeah. I like to have that control over, especially like when I'm cooking and stuff. I like to have the unsalted so I control how much salt I'm actually putting in the dish.
Especially when you're buying it at the store, you don't know exactly what their salt source is.
Well, yeah, that too. But I know some people that they're like, well, it's minuscule. It's about the element thing, it's a minuscule amount. But I just like, because I never know if I'm going to be baking something with the butter or so forth. And so it's just easier for me to have unsalted and then adjust the salt. But I think that sounds amazing. So how much butter did you get? Was it a pound, 2 pounds, 20 pounds? And what did you win? Did you win anything at the bingo? And Laura said, so next Saturday is the cook-along. Yes, ma'am, the 30th. So this coming Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, the 30th, is the cook-along or the supper club. I don't know. We're still trying to decide what we want to call it.
Well, because we noticed no one actually cooks with us.
Rarely, yeah.
So, there's no sense in calling it that, really.
Well, and I think it's just because, like, we're doing it at 6 because he works on Saturdays. Yeah. So he works until 5:30 p.m. And I know a lot of our Horde members are on the East Coast. So by 7 p.m., they usually have already eaten.
Right.
I know if it's me, I don't prefer to eat at 7 o'clock at night. Friday's usually the only exception. During the week, we typically try to eat
a lot sooner.
As soon as he gets off work, I try to have dinner ready at 5:30.
That's the way I taught her.
You taught me? Alrighty. And I see Gigi's here.
Howdy.
Hey, Gigi. She said, good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? Okay. So let's talk about, Tuesday you went to your neurologist.
Yes. And I really messed up because I had planned originally to ask the nurse when I first go in to see her to take a picture of me wearing my shirt. I'm totally spaced about it. We just got to visit about all sorts of different things. And then the doctor, he loved it, but he told me what I need to do because y'all know I've been using this cane again. I'm really happy about that. He told me what I need to do is go see a physical therapist and see if they can help me learn to walk again properly. And then he said he he wrote me a note telling me I need to go buy some over-the-counter cream stuff to put on my legs. So somebody will probably go get me some.
Somebody will?
Yeah, while you're at the store, walking right down the getting aisle.
Well, that would have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe Tuesday you get it. And actually I saw that today he is suggesting or recommending a neuro physical therapist. So you just have to follow the link and choose the location or you have to call, I think.
Yeah. It's through Houston Methodist. They have a whole conglomerate they do here in Houston. They're all over town. And so they gave me all different locations. There's one all the way down in Baytown. But I'm not going to choose that one, obviously. So I just got to... It showed where they have an option where you can select and schedule everything online. But I'm only off on Tuesdays and Sundays. And obviously they're a clinic, so they're never open on Sundays. So I need to find one or call in and get one because several of them that I could pick from, they said I had to call to schedule a time. So I need to call on Tuesday to figure that out because I haven't had time otherwise. Because when I get off work, they're already closed, and I don't want to waste my break or lunch calling around doing stuff. That's what my days off are for.
Right. Well, and I don't know. For me, if I had to call in, I'd probably never get done. Why isn't everything online, y'all? So overall, how did you feel about your appointment with the doctor?
It takes me longer to get there than it does to actually go through the appointment with him.
Oh, how long do you usually get to sit and chit chat with him?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Now you were telling me what is it he generally checks when you come in?
The strength of my hands. He stands in front of me. I'm sitting down, and he tells me to cross my arms like this, and then press on him, and then wants me to squeeze his hands. And then sometimes he'll put his hand on my knee and have me lift it, and see what my strength is on it that way. And then we just kind of do a little interview before that, right before that, and then we do that, and then he sets me up for another 6 months.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good sign, honestly, that I only have to see him every 6 months.
Right. And then he renewed your prescription.
Yes.
So
Yeah, because I got a notice from Mark Cuban that I need to up my MS meds.
Yeah, so he got the prescription.
Yeah.
Then he could just go on there and pay for it. But we try to do it to where it's all like, because the shipping is $5, whether it's one prescription or 20 prescriptions. So we try to do it because you have one other prescription and I don't know if they refilled that one. So you might have to also message them. Mm-hmm. And then we could just order both of them together to get shipped together instead of doing $5 each time,
right.
Which we did that once. I was like, that wasn't very smart of us. Right. But yeah, and then how else?
And then afterwards, actually, that was kind of weird too.
Oh.
Because after I left, I remember I had to go like 2 or 3 different stores to go get some stuff, and just walking around the store was just bad on me. I don't know why. I was just she calls it my favorite HEB. It's right up the road around the corner here. They got the fancy buggy where they even have a spot on there specifically made for your phone to sit in it, so you can use their app where you're checking all the aisles and whatnot. And on the other side of it is actually a drink holder built into it.
I know. And I like that. And, like yesterday, I went to the Creekside location, which is like a ritzy area. Like most of the cars in the parking lot are like...
You're scared to even look at them.
I know. I'm like so scared when I'm parking because I'm like, my insurance wouldn't cover this enough because it's like Mercedes and Teslas and these like luxury cars. But their carts are the old style. They don't have it with the drink. I know. And I'm like, this bougie HB don't even have where I can put my thing like the one you go to. But yeah, I went to the Creekside one. The other thing I noticed at the Creekside, because every HEB is just a little different. That's why we've said before, like, for example, when we went to KetoCon a couple years ago, somebody was like, oh, I went to an HEB. I don't know what y'all are talking about. What makes it so special? It's like, it's very, and if Lisa's still in here and Renee, you can attest that there are certain HEBs you want to go to and other ones that you're like, yeah, that isn't going to display the whole reason we love HEB. Like some HEBs are really like basic, like you just want to get in there, get your ship and get out. And then other ones are really nice. So like
some of them actually kind of make like the super Walmarts look bad.
I know, right?
All the stuff they have in there.
Yeah. So the one I went at Creekside, what I noticed that one is they do a lot of meal prep. Mm-hmm. Like they have a whole section.
They have a section they call Meal Simple.
Yeah, but this was a huge Meal Simple, like several, like it was the whole corner and several small little, warmed aisles or whatever. Right. And because I was looking through there, because they had quite a few that were marked down, but I ended up getting the rotisserie chicken because that was still cheaper.
Right.
But yeah, and they even have a soup station. So if you want to pour your own soup, I know not all of them have the soup station.
I've never seen that in any of them, honestly.
Yeah, the Creekside one has it. So they have a lot more made foods to go. And then their cheese selection is kind of like they have that higher end cheese selection. Right, your favorite one. But yeah, that's what I noticed with the Creekside one is they're more into having ready-made stuff.
Right.
So I get like they had a lot of different charcuterie boards and veggie trays and stuff, ready-made stuff.
Oh, but what I was gonna say is also at this one there's a bank at the very front. I don't remember what bank it is now. But right in front of their right beside their the bank, the teller section where you go up and talk to them. They have a couple of chairs there. I always like especially if she's with me or whatnot. I just barking in there and just sitting down for a minute. Yeah,
because you got back from grocery shopping and you were
I was worn out just walking around and then unloading the truck too.
It was a day.
Yeah.
Well,
but luckily too, when I go to the doctor, because it's all up in the Woodlands, and they have a whole compound up there. There's like 3 or 4 different buildings, and I always have to go to building 2. It's in the back corner of the whole what do you call it? The whole area there. Luckily, they have free valet too.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing you get the emails. Your
Yeah.
car is ready.
Yeah, because you check in and you give them your phone number and then they text you and tell you your number and all that stuff. And then you can go through there, and if you want to tip and everything, you go through the app and tip it.
Yeah, because it said, "Here's your receipt,
Yeah.
$0."
Right.
Renee said, "Didn't win any this time because only had one ticket that I won last week because of my picks. I posted on their page. They sold out of tickets before I arrived.
Wow. That's
Wow. I bought all 3 packs they had, which are about 3.5 to 4.5 ounces each.
Wow.
Wow. So
that's cool.
A little over or a little under a pound then, right?" Renee said, "Oh, he also recommended a neuro PT." Yeah, I just noticed that.
I didn't know
we didn't know originally.
Because that's what Renee, if Renee don't know, that's what she does for a living. She is a trained physical therapist, so we lean on her a lot for knowledge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually copy-pasted his exact instructions and sent it to her and said, "Hey, this is what he said."
Yeah, but when I was reading through your paperwork, it just said recommended therapy, physical therapy. But then I noticed in the email they sent later where you can schedule, it said your doctor has suggested neuro PT.
I don't know what that means even. How do you...
Neurology.
I know, but
so
how
that
do you neuro...
nerves.
So
that
how
means,
do you work my brain?
No, that means that's a physical therapist that has specialty training for neuro, right, Renee? So like Renee has certain specialty training. Right. So you're not just getting like your basic physical therapist, you're getting someone who is like more familiar with MS and neuro issues. So then they would know how to work you better knowing that. And then she said, manual muscle tests should look for strength and consistency, like is there jerky or smooth, right?
Okay.
So has he ever said like,
no.
Oh, that's different or anything like that?
No, he hasn't actually.
Okay. Well, I never read anything different in your chart. So, and then Renee said, from what I've seen, locations of HB also different deals can cater to the nearby population.
Yes, that's true. Because like I've said before, some of these, an area down where close to where I used to work, it's like down south per se. That one is a very heavy Hispanic population down there, so they have a lot more meal deals, like not meal, but meat.
Family packs,
yeah,
of meat,
like for doing barbecues and whatnot.
So, like if you are gonna have like a big get together, that's the location to go to because they'll have these huge family packs where it'll be like $30 or $50, and you'll get like a variety of different cuts of meat. So a lot of times I'll see like a barbecue meat would have some chicken thighs and then some
pork chops,
and then maybe some I don't know, whatever beef.
Some ground beef sometimes, and I've seen some sirloins or something like that in there.
Yeah. So it'll be like a collection of meats, and then that way you could grill it all up, which is nice.
Yeah.
So it is kind of neat how different ones have the different things.
Yeah. Well, also the one I really like, they also have a coffee shop inside of there.
Yeah.
And then they also have, there's another one over there, I think it's the Woodlands, they have a pizza shop in it, and there's another one that has a barbecue shop.
Yeah, because HEB does have their own barbecue.
Yeah.
I think it's called what, True
Texas or something like that.
Texas True, something like that, barbecue.
It's decent.
Yeah, some locations have it, and then some locations, have their own pizza place.
Yes.
And then I feel like
there's several of them that have coffee shops.
But they're different.
Everyone's different. They're all what do you call it?
Local.
Individually owned.
Yeah, local. They're local. Like his favorite one has Trilogy Brew, which is where I took Renee and JDB for coffee in Old Town Springs. So they're at a couple of the HEBs near us. Mm-hmm. And then the Creekside one has a different coffee company called like Pura Vida or something like that. So. But I've never gotten my coffee at that one. Yeah. Because usually right like across the street from that HEB is Scooters.
Right.
So usually if I want coffee, I'll go to Scooters and get my Smiles.
Well, there's a couple of them over there too we go to that are like right across the street from a Dutch.
I know. Our favorite. So then let's talk about because you brought it up a couple weeks ago. And please, if any of you all have questions or comments or anything, please put it in the chat below. Again, this is about Heath's multiple sclerosis journey. So any questions that you have, please put them in the chat. But so we were talking the last couple of Sundays about you really feel like part of your issue is because you haven't been very clean.
Yeah.
And
well, I bathe every day.
Huh?
I bathe every day. You're talking about being clean.
Your food.
I know. I'm just playing.
And you've gotten more into eating a lot more keto snacks and treats.
Yes.
And then a couple times kind of went off playing a little bit.
Right. And eating out so much too, I think.
Right.
Because restaurants always going to go with the bottom line. They're going to go with the cheapest product they can get. They're not always going to go with the healthiest.
Oh, no.
And then sometimes, too, we've even been to some of those that say they're a health restaurant. They're all focused on health or whatever. And even some of that stuff is all off the wall, too. So
yeah, sometimes. So for, I think we said since like November 5th, 19 days now, we have not gone out to eat.
Right. And I've told her I was kind of worried about it, too, because you know, we got that road trip coming up pretty soon, and we're going to be eating out at least 2 times a day while we're there. While we're on the road trip. I guess technically 3, because I'm going to be eating the free breakfast at the hotel, and then those I always get like the sausage patty. Every once in a while they have links, but either way, those are still going to be just whatever they get cheap from Cisco. Again,
right,
the cheapest. But I'm mainly hitting those up for they're going to have hard-boiled eggs for me.
Yeah, so you'll still have your hard-boiled eggs,
right.
Which we know that is detrimental to your health. You got to have that. And
I treat that as medicine.
Wasn't it Tuesday as well? Because normally you have your lunch at noon.
Ish, yeah.
Between noon and 1.
I didn't eat till like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and then
me having all the trouble getting around at the store and everything threw me back. Made me later getting back home.
That threw you off. And by the time you got home, then you were like exhausted. So then didn't I like help get your lunch or something?
I think you helped me get everything in the house.
Yeah, something. But anyways, I was like, well, you probably need to eat. Because I was like, like normally for me, some days I might eat 1:30. Sometimes it's 2:30. Just how it doesn't matter for me. But I've noticed for Heath, it does make a difference. And that day, as soon as you ate, then you felt much better afterwards.
Right. Because remember, I was trying to do that extended fasting and stuff with you too a lot, and that just does not work for me. With my MS, it actually works better if I eat at least 3 meals a day.
But yeah. And Renee said, like me, about her physical therapy. And Keto Simple's here. Hey, Dustin.
Hey,
and he did a super chat. Thanks again.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
He said, hopefully Heath got his chores done and he's not grounded. What's this part about grounding?
No, I just told him I had to duck out so I could work on chores around the house. Or also I was late. The reason why I was late tuning into his, because he goes live every Sunday morning at 6:30 Central. Well, HEB opens up at 6 a.m., but I didn't actually wake up until like 6:15, I think. And then I got out of here. And first thing I did,
late?
Yeah, no. Well, I usually get up at 6:30, or I have my alarm for 6:30. Sometimes I wake up a little before, depending on how the dogs are acting, if they want to go out or not. But the first thing I did today was when I left the house, I went straight to HEB, got all that, and came back home. And then I tuned into his, and I was ear hustling while I was feeding the dogs and working on the chores around the house.
Yeah, but maybe I should ground them anyways.
Don't give her no ideas.
But yeah, he did get his chores done, and that's why, again, just a reminder, channel members, your invite just went out before the live for this Saturday, and the recipe cards. So that was exciting.
The other thing I talked to the doctor about.
Oh yeah, what?
As I was telling him, ever since we've had that wreck where you broke your arm, I've been having problems with that same knee.
Yeah.
What it was, or shortly after, is if I'm just sitting here, all of a sudden the leg starts feeling kind of stiff, and I just have to stick my leg straight out, and it starts feeling better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that has anything to do with my leg also giving out on while I'm walking. I don't know if the two are combined.
Oh.
And then I'm always having to pop my left ankle.
Yeah, and that
even
was
driving.
from that trip.
Yeah,
that wreck.
Yeah, and even if I'm driving on the road, I'm just sitting there, and that's not even a foot, because my right foot's for the gas and mostly and for the brake typically too. And I drive on automatic, so I don't need to use both feet. But even driving around the road, I have to just pop my ankle. Or even sitting in the car driving, I'm just sitting in the passenger seat, I still have to do it. Just sitting there, all of a sudden, I feel the urge to pop my ankle. And I never felt that before until the wreck.
Yeah. And when we went through the wreck, so again, I really broke my wrist here, but you couldn't see it, but you ended up, remember you had like several, I don't know if they were MRIs or whatever, CAT scans on your leg, and then you got, what were they, steroid injections or something? Remember you would have to go to that facility and they were like giving you shots.
No, I don't remember that at all. The only time I ever remember getting shots, injections was for my MS when the guy came here.
No, remember after the wreck, we would have to go to that facility and you were like, yeah, my knee's still giving me problems. And they were doing something. And you also we went to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
It seems like anytime you have a wreck, an attorney always sends you to a chiropractor.
And they did like some x-rays on it too. And they said they didn't see anything.
Right. Yeah. But the other facility, remember it was a doctor.
No, I don't remember.
And you would go in, it was just right up here. They had a little facility and you would go in, and I feel like they gave you shots and they were like, well, we don't want to do surgery. But they were doing some kind of injections in your knee for a while.
I don't remember that, honestly. I just had a lot.
But yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did that for a while, and they were like, they said something that I remember is that, well, this is like basically there's nothing else they can do. There's no fix, and you'll probably have knee problems the rest of your life.
Yeah. Because that was really wild too. It was a 3-lane road, or I guess it's technically a 6-lane, but our side was 3 lanes. And we were on the far right side coming. No, wait, we weren't even. No, we were on the far left.
We were on the far right.
Because I thought someone else waved her in.
So what it was is it's, 3 lanes going one way, 3 lanes going another. There's the college right here. And so we were in the far right, but the far right lane, it dead ended where it made you turn into my mother's, she lived in her neighborhood, right? And so there's not a lot of traffic in the far right hand lane because most people know, that lane's actually ending, so they'll get in the first or second. Well, the first and second were backed up, and so we were just traveling. I mean, not speeding.
We were going to her house anyway.
Yeah, we were going to her house, so we're always in the far right. Well, we didn't know, but the other 2 lanes, since they were backed up, they waved this chick in they were like, okay, yeah, you could go. She said she thought, well, because they waved her, that it was good for her to go all the way. So she wasn't checking the other lane. She just started going because the first guy waved her. Well, the second lane, they, let her in. Well, we didn't see that because our vision is blocked from those 2 lanes. And so then she went in front of us and we basically T-boned, mostly on my side. The airbags went out.
It totaled the truck.
Yeah, it totaled the truck. And it was a mess. And she was clearly at fault because she was not checking. And it wasn't a light. She was going at one of those turn-ins in between the light. And then come to find out, she was like, what was she, 19 or 20? And it was her sixth wreck.
Yeah. Soon after, we had to call the police, obviously, come out and do a thing. Mm-hmm. Shortly after the police arrived, her mom and dad arrived.
Yeah.
And dad read her the riot act.
Yeah, and I think she had just got, what was it, a new Mercedes or something? And he was like really mad that, then she wrecked another car.
Right.
But yeah, I ended up going to the hospital because it just broke all the bones right here in my wrist. And so now I have like a little fly swatter in my wrist now forever. But Heath, again, because the impact was on my side, that's why it caused all of that. But then he was so worried about me, it wasn't until like a day or two later that then you were having like really bad issues in your knee and your ankle. And one of my friends is a lawyer. So immediately, at first, I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, what is all this bills going to cost and surgery and all of this? I'm like freaking out as I do. And then I was like, oh yeah, I have a friend who is a lawyer, and actually that's his specialty is car wrecks. And so I called him in the hospital, and he was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And so he was like,
awesome.
He's so great, y'all. And he was like, don't worry about anything. I'm going to handle everything from here. This is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And handled all of it. It was really good. Like he's a great lawyer.
He really is.
But yeah, so that was really good. And so he worked with us.
Because it was hit on her side. How did my left leg get messed up?
Well,
I guess that I slammed into the door.
No, remember the front part kind of was still mashed a bit, and they said probably with your leg, probably like jerked it up or something. I don't know, but yeah, that was scary, y'all. Yes. It was hard to drive for a while after that,
especially that area.
Yeah, I'm always like extra cautious now. I'm like, who's trying to cross in front of me? Laura said yes about the road trip coming up in March, but if you stay good until the trip and go back after the trip to be strict, it maybe won't be so bad.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell him. I said, okay, we're planning not to go off plan on the vacation.
Right. Because that's the thing too. Everybody we're meeting up with is gonna try and keep us on.
Yes,
on
they'll keep you on the straight and narrow. Yeah. And I was like, you'll still be having your boiled eggs. If you get sausage or bacon, it's probably not going to be the cleanest, but we'll make the best decisions that we can. And then, it'll be okay, especially if you are staying clean until then. And like I said, 19 days now.
Right.
I feel like you should get a chip. Here's your 19-day chip.
I don't eat chips anymore. Those aren't keto.
Oh, gosh. And then Renee said, even if from wreck or not, MS will amplify old or new issues also associated with aging and fear of falling.
No. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about aging. No. I know. I've got an eye appointment on Tuesday. Yeah. And the last time I went to the eye doctor, this is going to be a different one. But he was like, oh, it's called being 40. So I'm scared.
Horrible bedside manner.
I know. I'm scared that this doctor might say the same thing. Be like, well, when you get older, maybe you need bifocals. Oh my gosh.
Or what's that one guy we're always
watching? I feel too young to have to. He goes,
I got a reader in my living room. I got a reader in the bedroom.
Yes.
I got readers in this one. I got readers in my car.
Oh my gosh. That's just. I don't feel like I'm old enough for that, though, right? Because I remember when my mom first had to get bifocals, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so old. Like, it's so mean. I was like, oh, you're so old. You got to have bifocals now. And she's like, I'm not that old. And I'm like, you got to have bifocals. No, and if the doctor tells me that, I probably will cry.
Remember, she would even get mad when we're at a restaurant that had senior discounts.
Yeah, they gave her
don't tell them we want that discount.
I'm all for the discount, though.
Well, I told her she'll use a coupon on a coupon.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Renee said, smash that thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Please do that, y'all. That really does help our channel, and it helps the live. It helps more people see the live if you give that thumbs up. Well, we're at 40 minutes. Yeah. So we'll probably cap this around an hour. So do y'all have any other questions?
I got more chores to do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What chores?
Well, we got the videos we got to record and everything.
Yeah.
And we're still getting caught up on your show.
Oh, what new show are we watching, Heath?
It's not necessarily new, but you talked me into watching it with you, and I'm carting it again. I really like it. Schitt's Creek. It's actually pretty cool.
Yes, finally, y'all. And we just watched the episode with the fold in the cheese. If you know, you know. That was pretty funny, isn't it? And what else did we finish this week on our shows? We finished Firefly.
Yeah.
And we watched this one after Firefly, huh?
We're totally caught up on Firefly now. Which is really cool, too, because now I'm starting to notice the one guy.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah. I'm seeing him in everything now. I just saw the other day he did some little quick interview thing. Because I watch a lot of reels on Facebook, and one of them came across him part of a real interview with him, talking about he was in the movie A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never seen it. And I think Heath Ledger is actually a really good actor, too.
He was.
So I'm going to go see that sometime soon, too. We'll pull it up, find it some way.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Because, I mean, that's what we do. We always watch movies.
Mm-hmm. And then, I guess, so I'm off this Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We're both off on Thursday this week.
I feel like, I told her, I said, almost like I'm working every other day.
That's how I feel, too.
Except I got to work Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, but I only work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. That's nice. I like it.
Right.
And my manager already said she's going to try to get us out early on Friday.
Nice.
I'm all for that, y'all. So, yeah, Tuesday, I'm going to go to the eye doctor on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. You're coming with me. It's at Sam's. Yeah. So, I looked up my insurance, and the optometrist at Sam's is under my insurance. So, I'm going to go there and then probably get my contacts. And,
you said we also got to go to the store, though? Like, I think you said, like, go to Kroger or HEB or something like that. I don't remember what for, but you had said it. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember now. I thought you went there today.
Oh, I know what it was. Because when you went Saturday, you couldn't find any jalapenos.
But you got them.
I got 6.
Okay.
So we're going to go get some more on Tuesday.
Okay. Renee said, my eyes changed a ton in my 40s. Not the strength of the script, but had to add the bifocal. That's what I'm scared he's going to say, too, is like, oh, maybe bifocal.
Do they have the contacts that do that, too?
I think so, yeah.
I've never had to wear either one, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah. But, so we'll see. They told me to bring in, any contacts I already have, with the prescription on them. So we'll see. Last time my prescription actually improved.
Yay, keto.
Yeah, right. It improved slightly, so that's good. But I don't know. We'll see. Because sometimes I notice that my eyes, like towards the end of the day, because I deal with reading lots of numbers, and I'll notice towards the end of the day that it gets a little harder to read all the numbers. So I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean, is it eye strain, eye tired? I don't know.
Because see, what I've been having too a lot lately, I don't know what it is, but my eyes just start watering. Remember?
Oh, yeah, your eyes do water.
I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm. Renee said, it's about time. About Schitt's Creek. She goes, ooh, David. I love Alexis. A lot of us say that to my PT at work because that's his name too. That is hilarious.
That's awesome.
Ooh, David.
Because we're still in what? No, we just started season 2, didn't we?
Yeah. We're about what?
2 or 3 episodes, or 3 or 4 in, I think.
Season 2. Yes, because we just watched the fold in the cheese. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then now Alexis is with Mutt.
Yeah.
I never cared for that relationship. What about y'all? Who all has seen Schitt's Creek? It's probably one of my favorite all-time comedy shows. Rickwood's here. Hey, Joe. Tord, finally here. Traveled today to the mountains.
Nice.
Would you have, I guess, a safe trip? Is it cold up in the mountains than where you were? Because to me, that just seems like that screams snow.
All right.
We're actually, because again,
it's cooler today. Because I was looking at see also if I need to wear jeans today or not when I was left.
Yeah, it's high of 81 today and a high of 86 tomorrow.
What did I tell you earlier though? that the Thursday's going to be the lowest this week?
I think so. And then Tuesday, it drops down to 70s again. And then Wednesday, back in the 80s. Like, seriously, no wonder Sam tore off his sweater last night. I still don't know how he did that. I'm like, I want to Google that. How do dogs take their own sweaters off? I don't know how he did it, y'all. But anyways, and it's not tore up. But then Thursday, finally, a high of 70 with a low of the 45. And then after that, highs in the 60s. So I'm like, yeah, probably by Thursday, they'll want to have their sweater back on again. I think Delilah really enjoyed the sweater. Renee said, how do you fold it in? I don't have to teach you how did she say it? David, I'm not going to teach you everything. And he was like, yes, but can you just teach me one thing? And she goes, you just fold it in. That's my favorite part. Rickwood said 61 here right now. Wow, that's 20 degrees lower than what we're having right now. That sounds lovely. 50s and 60s during the week. Well, that sounds amazing to me. That sounds perfect. Because sometimes I just get like hot. Like I was getting hot last night.
Right, me too.
Yeah. Renee said Devara is a Houdini with her sweaters and coats too. So how did they do it? Because I'm like, how
can-do attitude.
I guess so, because it seemed like the sweater, it wasn't coming forward. It was like pulling back. So how did he get both of his legs out of the sweater and the sweater off over his neck?
We have to set up a little camera to watch him.
I guess. I mean, he was like wrestling around last night, remember? And I was like concerned because then at one point I was like, oh my gosh, is he choking on it? And then I went and turned the light on. He was just laying there. So I was like, huh. So I don't know. I was a little concerned about him. Rickwood said, came in at the end of the conversation. Shelly, do you wear blue blocky glasses at night? Will help eye strain. No, actually I don't, but I heard. So I have VSP insurance. Heath has iMed through his company. I looked mine because I went to my company meeting about the insurance for 2025. But mine said starting next year, they will have a coverage for blue blocking glasses.
Nice.
So I could get reimbursed with those next year, not this year, but in 25. So I'll go to the doctor and then probably in January, I'll go get the blue blockers.
Because I wear a pair all day long at work, but I rarely wear them at home as my regular. And I'm on the computer a lot in the living room. I have a little laptop on a desk that hooks up to the TV. I rarely use the blue blockers on that, but I'll do it all day long at work, though.
Yeah, so I wonder maybe I need to start wearing them at work.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And Renee said it's 81 and sunny today.
So she's loving that.
Yeah, I bet you are. You would probably even think that 81 is a little chilly, right? You're like, it's a little chilly here. It's 81. Toy to Q Cat.
Hey.
She said 56 here right now.
Wow.
Dislike, laugh out loud, freezing. Oh, man. I would be in heaven right now. 56. Rickwood said dog rolls and it will give way. I have watched Basil do it. Oh, so they just roll until it kind of like rolls off of them. That's so cute. But you should have seen me trying to get it off of Delilah. She did not want me to take her sweater off. And I'm like, chick, it's going to be in the 80s the next couple days. Believe me, you're going to want this off. But she was kind of fighting on me about it. But Sam, he's just like, but he was so happy too. Renee said, I've seen Devara doing long stretches forward, downward dog, because she uses her barrel chest to push through. That is hilarious. So maybe he does that because he does a lot of downward dog when he, gets up and stretches. That's how he likes to stretch. So maybe he was sure making a ruckus. I know that. Everybody talking back and forth. And Renee said, "Where is everyone today?" I don't know. It says there's 18 people right here. Hello, everyone. Put a little chat. Give a little thumbs up in the chat so we know who all's listening. Rickwood said, if you're on the screen a lot, day or night, wear the blue blockers. If you're outside, you don't need them, or you don't need them if just working around the house. Yeah, and that is the thing, is during the day at work, I'm on the computer constantly. I mean, sometimes I'm on the computer here, but I'm not having to do small work. And then plus he makes the screen like so big, y'all. It's like so big. I put mine down, and that's why I was talking to my work sister. I was like, what is the zoom level you keep your PCs at? Because we have 3 monitors. And she's like, oh, between 75%. And, she goes, and sometimes I'll do 100%. It depends on the screen. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I have all mine at 100%. So I feel like maybe that's a little big. But yeah, some of it is like, it could be a little tiny. So there was like one day I had to turn it up to 125, but that, y'all, even though I wear contacts, I don't always know what I'm doing. I noticed one day I was I was really struggling. Well, because I take my contacts out and I clean them right every day. I think what happened that day is I put my contact in like backwards, and I noticed it was kind of like it felt like there was a ridge on the contact, and it was kind of bothering me. And then like the next day when I was cleaning them, I put them back in and I didn't feel that ridge, and everything then was like too big from the day before. So I had to put it smaller. So I think one day I just had my contact backwards. Something that was causing that issue, but then I was fine after that. So I don't know, but does seem like towards the end of the days when it bothers me the most, or sometimes when I just wake up, but it's just because none of me is awake at that point.
Right.
Toy TQ Cat, I need to move to Texas.
Yeah, you do. There's several houses in our neighborhood that are for sale or for rent.
Yeah, you should. Wouldn't that be fun? But yeah, definitely if you like the heat,
yes.
This is where you go, not Indiana. If you want actual heat, humidity, here we are. And Renee said, yes. She said, stalkers.
Oh?
I don't know. Rickwood said, I had to get glasses when I was 45. I was working 10-hour days and it messed up my eyes. Oh, wow. Well, I've had glasses since I can't remember how long.
Who's that?
Renee, just sending a message. Wow. But I've had contacts or glasses. I don't know. Maybe I was 12.
Wow.
Carla, hey Carla, how you doing? Said if you wear contacts, you could get blue blockers without any script at a TJ Maxx, Walmart, and other stores. Yeah, that's or even on Amazon you can order them. But what I'm trying to do, because I'm cheap, since my insurance starting January will offer coverage, and coverage for non-script blue blockers, then I'm going to try to get reimbursed through my insurance. But that doesn't start till January 1st. It's like when they were talking, the HR people doing all the updates on our benefits, they were like really excited. They're like, oh, starting January, we contacted with VSP that for now on they're going to cover blue blockers, and I think that's going to be a great benefit. And I'm like, yeah, why don't they already? I mean, because I think a lot of people work on computers, so that should be covered by your eyewear.
I'd say like at least 90% of the population does.
Right. And and I'm like, yeah, we should already have that coverage, but it's a new thing that they're getting put in. So I looked at Heath's and I didn't see a mention of his. Now he has iMed, but I didn't see that because she was like saying, so even if you don't have to wear contacts or glasses, you could still get reimbursed for blue blockers.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, that would be nice. But
Right.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. Renee said, I think that's what they got Heath without script. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We got his without it. And in fact, you put some on your Elfster wish list too. So yeah, you get them like on Amazon and so forth, pretty cheap. I don't know how effective they are. Oh, the lurkers. Yeah. Comment. Let us know.
Oh, what is that?
2HQ Cat said, I always wondered if the blue blockers really worked. I mean, the cheaper ones you just buy anywhere. So I've never tried any, but probably need.
Yes, they do.
He feels like they do. I got him some off of Temu as well. I don't know if those.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm wearing now. Yeah, they work.
Okay. So I've seen different things, right? I've seen some say that a lot of them don't really give a good benefit, and then some of them are like, oh, you have to have the prescription ones, and I don't know. So if he feels the difference, that must be a good thing.
And I did look for some one time when I was at HEB, but the ones that they carried were like a 3 or a 4 pack or something like that, and I didn't want to shell out. And then, well, what if they didn't work and I have 3 of them now?
Right. He wanted to test one out, and I found them on Temu, so why not?
Right.
But the ones you found on Amazon, I think, are only like $13.
Something like that, I think.
And I don't know if it's 1 or 2 pack.
I think it's 1.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So, I mean, there is that.
Yeah.
So I probably need to get them. But again, we'll just have to wait until January for me.
Right.
It's just a month, and it should be fine.
Oh, yeah, well, I hope.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to share in these last few minutes about your MS journey? And
nothing I can think of.
Honestly. So you had your doctor's appointment. Everything basically
was good.
Is good, and then you'll be getting your physical therapy
sometime.
Well, you'll just call them on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm trying to set that up because I don't want to have to drive, like I said, all the way down to Baytown. That's like an hour drive, and I don't want to do that.
I don't know. I don't see why you would need to.
Right. And then I was also thinking is if I don't do it through the Methodist clinics, then I could just always just Google and find one close to us too and do it there. But if I can do it within their network, it might be better.
Right, because then they would give the information to the doctor.
Quicker too, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay in their network.
Yeah, exactly. Rickwood said, you do need the blue light, especially in the morning, and at sunset, it sets your circadian rhythm. Yeah, I've heard that. And I do have the setting on my phone where I will, I can, a lot of cell phones nowadays have a blue light filter that you can put on. So I do that on my phone since I'm on that a lot. So that does help. And I've heard too that they're also supposed to have some laptops and stuff with that capability as well too.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Where you can put a blue light filter on your laptop.
Check and see if this one even has that.
Oh, yeah, I can do it after. Yeah, but I know my work computer doesn't have that though. But yeah, that would be a good thing to do because it does seem like on sunset is when it really bothers me. Tweet Cat said, I guess I should have asked the eye doctor. I was just there. Didn't think about, right? Those are things you don't always think about.
Right.
And, but you can next time, right? Or just pick you up like a cheap pair next time you're at one of the stores and try it out and see, depending on how much you're on the computer.
Where did you put it though?
What?
You had that mug that my job just gave me and you stole from me.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, the other day, since we're in the wintertime now, my job sent me a little care package. A box just arrived, and when I opened it up, it had a coffee mug, I guess for tea, because it had a little packet with tea in it also.
Yeah, you got a little tin with like 3 different tea bags.
And then a little throw blanket. So to help me stay warm. Stay warm
during this colder time and to avoid getting sick, because it seems like almost everyone on my team is sick. Like one, she had to leave early Thursday. She was already off on Friday because she hadn't felt good. She had a real bad throat and everything. And another person So they were feeling like crap all week. And then another person was saying that they were really feeling crappy.
What
I
they
was
said
like,
too, though?
everybody getting sick.
What's that one meme floating around too? They said that it's part of this reason. Part of the reason too, everybody stays sick this time of year because all the holidays are all focused on sugar and sweets.
That makes sense, right? Because that lowers your immunity.
Mm-hmm.
You need all that sugar. And maybe that's one thing that's kind of helped us is, since we're not eating out, we're not eating stuff that could be inflammatory and not getting, hidden sugars when you order a dish and you think, oh, there shouldn't be sugar. But, people love to do that. So maybe that helps us. I feel like overall we stay pretty healthy during the holidays. Now you did have a couple, like Friday night, you were having a little something in your throat, but it went away by Saturday morning.
I think that honestly just still the pollen. I think that's all it is.
I know one day I felt like my throat was all phlegmy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just chewed on like a little thing of sage leaf, like a fresh sage leaf. And it went away, like really before I could even, because sage leaf, if you just eat it by itself, it's like very overpowering, and it's like, okay, I'm done sucking on that, and then I had to throw it out, but my throat was good, and then I've just been drinking also kombucha and kefir, getting those in there.
The other thing I talked to him about also, remember how I'm always tired?
Yeah.
And with my job, worked it in for me. I have an extra 30-minute break every day. I have to spend it however I want, as long as it's not in the first hour or the last hour. I can take it whenever I want to. But a lot of times, especially right after lunch, I'll get really, really tired. So that's when I'll take one of my breaks. I'll take a 15-minute power nap and just sitting in my chair at my desk. And I asked him about that too, and he goes, "Yeah, that's just your MS. It's gonna be like that.
You're just gonna get tired." Didn't your boss say he gets tired too?
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, because my direct supervisor also has MS.
Yeah.
He said him and his sister, they both have it.
Oh, wow. But yeah, that's something, because yesterday you were real tired, you said, and you ended up leaving work early.
Yeah, I took off a little early, a couple hours early, just because I was falling asleep right at my desk. And it's bizarre too, because as soon as I walked up and sat, I was even thinking about laying down in bed, and I was like, well, I got some other stuff to do in the kitchen or the living room, whatnot, working on some videos or whatnot. I said, but if worst case, I can just sit there on the couch and go to sleep. I never did though. But I was seriously falling asleep on the phone talking to the customers.
Why didn't you just take your nap?
Because I already took all my breaks.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. That sucks.
Yes.
Renee says she gets her readers at Dollar Tree, and they've been great.
Okay,
nice.
Check that out.
Oh, Rickwood says she gets hers at CVS, and they were wavy at the discount store. Oh. Renee said any therapist can send info in or out of network. You just let them know an initial eval plus the doc name is on the script, so they send reports anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll have.
So like normal, I'm just overthinking it.
Well, the thing is, though, because he's suggesting a neuro,
is
I'd want to make sure if you don't go to the Methodist one that you are actually going to a neuro physical therapist. But you still got to call and give them your insurance. Yeah. 22Q Cat said, yes, circadian rhythm gets messed up in the winter. Mine does anyways. Oh, yeah. I've heard, what is it? Sarah, I forget her, Rick, when you know her channel name, I forget what it is, but she does a lot of stuff on circadian rhythm. So if you're interested in that, her channel, she dives really deep into that. Renee said, I have no rhythm anyway. I beat to my own. That is true. I feel like at this time of year, I feel like I sleep better. But I think it's just because it is so dark at night. And I just feel like I sleep a lot more. What I hate, though, is I feel like I wake up and it's so bright outside.
Yes.
So that's always sad for me. Because I'm like, oh, it's so bright. Now I have to be up.
That's the other thing, too. I don't know if it's just my age or the MS or not, but I'm feeling like I'm getting up I wake up in the middle of the night more often than I used to. And that's very annoying too.
That is annoying. I hate that. Renee said all of the fronts coming in bringing lots of allergens too,
Yes.
plus all the junk treats being brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you see it a lot at your job, right? Everybody bringing in junk. And what I noticed too, also on the day where my throat was a little icky, I made sure I immediately drank an electrolyte. And I feel like that always helps. So I don't drink, like he drinks an electrolyte at least once every day.
At least once.
I don't. But if I am feeling kind of under the weather, then I make sure I drink an electrolyte and then I feel better. But I don't always do that. But that's probably it too. Yeah, all the weather changes, like, here going from 80s and then we're going to be in the 60s, like, and then going back and forth. Right. That also affects things. Rickwood said, I want to find the Aldi mug. It's a blue with the Aldi logo on it. Ugly mug, laughing loud. But I got their ugly sweater last year. I didn't see the Aldi mugs, but I did see the Aldi sweaters. Wow. And I was really tempted. I was like, these sweaters are actually cute. They felt good.
I hate sweaters. I hate anything with long sleeves.
Oh. I enjoy it, but I didn't see the mugs. I think I've seen on video, I've seen the big, like this size Aldi mug. Is that what you mean? Or yeah, do you mean like one of these, or do you mean like a coffee mug? Because I haven't seen the coffee mug ones. Oh, it tastes so good. Right? Rickwood said, you two never go out, so you are unlikely to pick up any viruses. Those with kids and going out to eat or clubbing, then you'll get the bugs. Yeah, so everybody at work that has been sick, they all have kids. And husbands, and so they all of that bringing back to their home, and then all the other stuff. I'm sure that's it with us. We are fortunate. I mean, I go out once a week on Saturdays. You might go out once or twice a week. Like this week, it was twice because your doctor, and then today you went to the store, right? Because I forgot a couple things. But other than that, yeah, we really don't go out much. And I'm the weirdo, and I've always been this way, not just because of COVID, but I love that the stores now have the cart wipes, the antibacterial wipes, because I'm always doing that. I wipe the carts and I wipe my cell phone, and yeah, I love that stuff. I'm so glad that we have that nowadays, because I've always been that way, like, oh.
She's almost a germaphobe.
I'm almost there. And so, yeah, I like that. And I will always do that when I get my carts.
Right.
Because, yeah, people, and you never know if people put their kids in them.
Yeah.
And then the kids, drool and stuff on it. So I'm always worse. Like, you gotta wipe it all down. That's how I do. Clubbing. Do people club anymore? I don't know. Do the youngins go clubbing? I don't know what they do anymore because we're so old. Renee said, have a referral sent to me. It would be worth the drive? Really? You're going to drive out here 2 to 3 times a week?
No, she's saying we need to go visit her.
Oh, yeah, that ain't going to happen. Oh, yeah, you see it. She said, oh, you did get the grumpy tree. Yeah, do y'all see my grump tree? Right there behind.
I don't see it. Also, I guess I don't know.
Right by my witch. See the grump?
I don't see the witch either.
You don't see where I'm pointing?
Yes, I see where you're pointing. I see some stuff.
Well, you can look behind you too. See the grump tree?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's when you came home and said we could actually plant it if we wanted to?
Yeah, get this, y'all. So this tree, I forget the name of it, but it's like a lemon-scented tree. Not a lemon tree, lemon-scented. From Italy, I think, or maybe Northern California, somewhere. Anyway, not from Texas. But these trees actually can get up to 30 feet tall. And they're like shade trees. So it gives you instructions afterwards on how to plant it and when to feed it and everything.
Are we
And
going to though?
yeah, because now, because do you mind getting it and bringing it closer so everybody can see? It's so adorable. But anyways, we lost a few trees in the backyard from the different storms. So I thought, well, that might be good to plant it in the backyard where I lost several trees over the past couple of years due to storms. And if it gets to 30 feet and look, it's got a little ball. Isn't that adorable? But they said after a couple weeks you'll take the ribbon off and then it will stand upright and get big. But yeah, it said, oh look, I can't even read this stuff. I don't know why they put it so small.
It's a little fit.
But isn't this adorable? Trader Joe's $9.97. Okay, oh here we go. Native to California's Monterey Peninsula. I love Monterey area. It's lemon cypress tree or gold crust. It has multiple uses in the home, patio, landscape. It'll keep its conical shape until 30 feet tall. After the holidays, remove the ribbon and ornaments. The tree will return to its upright form in a few weeks. And so it's up to 30 feet tall and 20 feet wide.
Wow.
And then, yeah, it says an early plant, an early spring before the heat of summer, or early fall. Prune if needed. And yeah, partial shade in hot areas, full sun in moderate coastal zones. So I guess I need partial shade. I don't know. I don't know this stuff, y'all. It says USDA zone 7 to 10. I don't know what zone I'm in.
Google it.
Yeah, right. Feeding during spring and summer. Feed with a balanced fertilizer. So I'm gonna need like Terry and my plant people to tell me how I could keep this going, because that would be great to replace the trees I've lost.
Maybe we invite Terry over to come look in the yard and she tells the best place for it.
Right? But isn't that a cute? It's got the little bag and $9.97. I thought that was a good deal. Isn't that adorable? Anyways, the Grinch tree. Yes, it's called Grump tree for the Grinch, though. Renee said Wally World has a lot of ugly sweaters too. Oh, I bet they do. My work sister, what she does every year, her and her sister, their one of their goals each year is to give the other one the ugliest mug. They do ugly mugs, but it's ugly mugs of themselves. So like Lakin got a mug and she found an ugly picture of herself, and she has it put on the mug
and sends that to
her and gives that to her sister, and her sister does the same thing. So she said when her sister like opens the cabinet, there's all these ugly pictures of Lakin all over these mugs. And every year that's what they do. They exchange ugly mugs. I thought that was cute. Oh, Tweet to Cat said, I totally missed ugly sweaters at Aldi. Will you go back? They're still there.
Right.
And they felt good. And they're only like $12.99 at Aldi. Rickwood said, it's a 30-ounce steel mug. I did get the red ombre one. Oh, nice.
The only thing I don't like about this mug, kind of bothersome to me, it's small, probably first world problems. But this thing is too small. It doesn't fit in my cup holder correctly. It's not snug. It bounces around and kind of tips and turns in my cup holder.
Yes.
In my center console, one of my back seat, it fits perfect in that one.
Weird.
Or in her car, if it's perfect.
Oh, yeah. I do watch Gina's Shopping Life sometimes. The other one I watch is The Grocery Lady, and she'll do what's new at Aldi, but she always puts it out on Thursday, which is fine because I don't go until Saturday, but she'll do what's new. So Grocery Lady and Gina's Shopping Life, Yeah, those are both good. And Gina, I think she also does Trader Joe's. But yeah, and I did go to Trader. That's where I got this was Trader Joe's, y'all. And what was cute too, I didn't see them until afterwards because I was so blinded by the grump tree. But they also have frosted trees, so you have like a mini frosted Christmas tree.
That's the other thing you said we were going to do on Tuesday, since we're going to be up that way. Go ahead and go to Trader Joe's again. Another thing of that
spicy cauli rice.
Yeah, you might as well.
It
We're going
was
to be
so
up that
good.
way.
I made I would say a Southwest take on broccoli rice casserole.
And I actually liked it. I only had one bite, but because usually I'm not a fan of broccoli. And like growing up, my mom and my sister used to always, every holiday, they would make a broccoli rice casserole dish. I was like, no thanks.
Well, I saw it one time, and it's just not the way I make it.
Right.
But the way I did this one, and I should have recorded it. That's what he chastised me.
And that's what I'm saying. We'll get the stuff on Tuesday and we'll make another one.
Oh, gosh. But I got discounted broccoli yesterday, and I saw the spicy Mexican cauli rice at Trader Joe's. Clean ingredients. So I grabbed that. So it's got a little bit of jalapenos in it and some cayenne. So I mix that with the broccoli, with the Easy Melt Fiesta one.
That's the one with the salsa. We still already have some of that, so.
And a little bit of heavy cream, and of course some shallot mushrooms. Mix that all together, and then at the end I topped it with some pork panko, so it would have a little crispy crunch at the top. It's really good, y'all. So I'll be eating on that for a few days. Renee said, totally a germaphobe. I wiped the little flaps in the front of the cart because of kids. Then I grab extra wipes for my hands after that. Right.
Well,
right.
A lot of times I'll go over by the meat department, the meat section. They'll usually have a roll of paper towels up there, and I'll get a couple for just, especially like if I have to blow my nose or something like that.
Well, yeah. You usually do. Yeah, I wipe all of that. Wipe my phone. Wipe my hands. You just have to. 22Q Cat said, I tend not to go down that aisle with all the extras, right? Because, you can blow your budget on that. I just want to get in and out of the store. Not a fan of grocery shopping, so I don't loiter. However you spell that. I know what you mean. So would you be one? Because actually I have a couple people I know. One lady I follow, she has a budget channel, Kate Caden. She only does grocery store pickup because she hates grocery shopping. And she's like, yeah, I know I spend a little bit on that. She goes, but to me, even I build that into the budget because it saves me time.
And frustration.
She goes, I don't have to. She goes, so I always do pickup. And then one of my coworkers, we were all talking about, shopping because Lakin's like got a whole plan, right? Because she loves to shop. She said if she could be personal shopper, she would. She loves shopping. And my other coworker was like, no, she hates shopping. In fact, she doesn't even shop for groceries. She only does pickup for groceries or delivery. She said she just, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't like that because I like to pick out my own stuff. Yes. And I like to look for discounts.
What I hate about it too sometimes the way they swap. Well, we didn't have this, so we gave you this instead.
Right,
I
hate
that.
Well, yeah. And yeah, so
especially
that's
like with meat and produce. I always want to look at that.
Right. That's what my manager said too, that she likes to look at the meat she's getting.
Yes.
And that's how I am. But I think overall, though, if you're not that picky and you don't care about, I got heaps of discounted pork ribeyes yesterday. If you don't care about finding those little things and you're really sticking to a budget, I guess that could be a good way of doing it. What do you think, Lynn? Would you do that? Or do you I hate grocery shopping, but I hate other people grocery shopping for me more?
Well, especially if you're doing a lot of packaged stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Meals and stuff like
that.
That's a lot easier to do it that way.
Yeah.
But we really don't do that stuff anymore.
No. Renee said, wait, what? Heath has a ribbon where and when you take it off? You have a ribbon?
This ribbon.
Oh, this ribbon. He's talking about the tree. That tree. Right. I'm the same way, Rickwood. If you're just somebody who goes in for the same things and out, then you probably don't care about what's new.
That's me.
But I like to just see, and a lot of the stuff I've noticed lately, because like Aldi, if you're a Disney person, Aldi's got all kinds of Disney stuff in. I'm not going to pay full price. I'm not going to pay Disney price for some of their stuff. But I know some people like freaking love Disney, and like my work sister does. And so like I'll tell her that I watch for her too. And I'll be like, ooh, Aldi's got this and this. But if you're like somebody who's like, I don't really care about that kind of stuff, then yeah. But I like to hear. And then what I like too is the grocery lady. A lot of times she will show the ingredients too. Now she's not keto or nothing, but she'll be like, oh, look, this new dip. And then she'll turn it around. Then you can pause the video and I'm like, oh, can't eat that, But she'll, show some of the ingredients. So I like how she does that.
Well, see, that's why I've been trying to tell people too, though, is I changed my thinking on that. I can eat whatever I want.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
The only thing I can say now that I can't eat is the almonds and peanuts.
Yeah, what you're allergic to. Yeah, him too. Renee says she has the deal guy on YouTube for one of my store deer channels, and he does a lot of Sam's. Yeah, and he did a Home Depot one that was good too this past week. Especially if you need AA or AAA batteries, Home Depot's where to get it, guys. But yeah, I'll watch his. But I generally watch the grocery lady every week she'll do what's new at Sam's as well. And she does what's new at Costco. But mainly I watch her for the Aldi because I just want to see what's new at Aldi this week. Let's see. TQ Cat said, I do check the ads on the Flip app to see what's going on sale. That's the extent of the effort I put into it. Laugh out loud. I'm lazy, probably. Yeah, I'll do the Flip app as well. But sometimes I just like, sometimes what I like about those channels is they'll show stuff that I wouldn't necessarily normally even look at. And then they'll point it out. And I'll be like, oh, like the, for example, the advent calendars. I normally don't look at it because it's usually chocolate or beer and wine and crap. But this year, Aldi put out a hot sauce one. So if I had to watch that, I wouldn't have even looked for it.
Right.
But so she probably does cost me more money. And I found out about the grump tree because another coworker of mine posted it. She's like, here's my yearly grump tree. And I never knew about this. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I know she's in Texas. So I was like, well, I wonder where she gets it. So I Googled it, and it's like a Trader Joe's annual thing because you can get it for less than $10. And so some people get it every single year. But I'm hoping I can plant it, y'all. Go Pluck Yourself said, well, I don't think Sam's deals change weekly, and I don't go but maybe once a month, right? Well, the grocery lady will show what's new every week at Sam's. So sometimes I'll watch that just to see if there is something new, or she'll point out, ooh, they've done a discount on such and such. And then I'll be like, oh, okay. But a lot of times I listen to videos just to have noise because I'm one of those, I need noise, background noise when I'm working.
That's why you put it on the music stations.
I mean, I could, but then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to hear that song. So I listen to a lot of stuff just for noise, and then I'll look over, I'll be like, oh, okay. Because, a lot of the stuff they get new isn't really keto friendly, or it's, again, a lot of like kid stuff, and we don't have kids. And sometimes they'll like do clothes, but I'm like, I mean, I did get my pajamas, but a lot of times, like, you're like, oh, I don't want any clothes.
Yeah, won't need any.
Right. Rickwood said, yes, Shelly, Gina does the Trader Joe's. Aldi, Sam's Club, and Costco. Yeah, so I've seen her Trader Joe's, and I think she'll on some of them she ends where she tries everything that she bought, everything that's new at Trader Joe's. So sometimes I kind of live vicariously through her because some of the stuff Trader Joe's puts out, like especially around the holidays, I'm like, oh, that sounds so good, even though it's completely not keto. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. And then she'll taste it, and I'm like, oh, okay, because she'll say, well, I got these, and I didn't think it was all that good or something. I'm like, yeah, but it's not. It's not.
Right.
That's just complete crap. See, I knew it.
Right. Talk yourself out of it.
Right, exactly. See, that's why I don't eat that crap anymore because look, it doesn't even taste good. But she did like they have the Thanksgiving potato chips.
Huh?
And she tried it and she was like, oh, it really does taste like Thanksgiving. Da 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 da. And I was like, does it though?
All right.
But yeah, it's fun. Again, I went there and I feel like there was something else at Trader Joe's that that's how I found out about the Christmas cookies for dogs, but they're already out. That's the thing with Trader Joe's. Like sometimes they get stuff in and the very next week they're gone.
Well, you said sometimes Aldi does the same thing, like especially
Yeah.
meat.
Well, that's why they have the here today, gone tomorrow section. But yeah. But some things are actually cheaper at Trader Joe's versus Aldi, y'all. Tweet Tiki Cat said, I used to watch the deal guy. I found him to be quite annoying. Ha ha ha. Just something about him. But he did have good videos. Yeah, he's a little like Renee said. He's very cars salesman like. He does have that vibe of a car salesman. So I can't listen to him constantly, but I think that's why I like the grocery lady, and I think she's actually in Indiana. Because she's kind of fun when she doesn't like, oh, and here's what you got to have. She'll like, oh, well, here, I'm going to smell it. And then she'll like a candle and she'll say, oh, I don't know, y'all, that's kind of giving this or this. And she kind of makes little quirks and stuff. Right. So that's why I like hers, because it's kind of like going with one of your friends, right? How your friends would be like, oh, is it? Ha ha ha. We'll see how that goes. You know, like she makes little quirks that I think is cute. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Twinkie Cat said, I did have Instacart and had groceries delivered, but that drove me nuts because they mess up my orders. Didn't renew that. I buy the same few things all the time so I could get in and out in no time.
Those are the delivery things, though. I've seen it a lot in the Facebook group for the neighborhood. So did you get my delivery? Yeah, where they misdelivered to the wrong place. That's annoying. And then you have to deal with all of that. So that can be annoying. That's why, I wonder if pickup would be better, because then, you're right there at the store. So you'd be like, no, this is not what I ordered. I mean, because that's what we do for Sam's, is do pickup. Yeah, I always do pickup for Sam's. Right. I hate going in there. Rickwood said, I hate people shopping for me unless they know me. Right. I have a pantry if I need most things. I keep a running list of what I need to buy and sit down and decide where I'm going to shop. Yes. Right. And what I do is, so I watch, the different people. One lady, she does the Kroger ads, and I forget her channel, Shayna's Shopping or something like that. She does the Kroger, like the full Kroger ads, and then she'll do like a sneak peek on Monday, and then throughout the week she will go through like Ibotta and the different apps and the Catalina coupons, and she'll put together and say, okay, so at Kroger this week, they, like, for example, the Kleenex tissue. She's like, okay, so there's $1 cash back on Kroger, plus they're doing $10 off if you buy 2 of their 6-packs. And she goes, and then on Ibotta, you can get another $1 off. So your final price, if you buy 2 boxes, after all the discounts, is you're paying, $8.99 for 12 boxes total. And so she'll do those, and I kind of like that because it's like, oh, okay. But sometimes I'm like skipping through the whole video because I'm like, okay, it's nothing but crap, stuff I don't order. Well, another thing you're really good about too is scanning your receipts.
Yeah, I
bonus
do.
Points all the way.
Yeah.
Because she's got me now where, like, even the other day I had to get gas and somebody left the receipt.
Yeah.
And the little, where it's printed out. So I grabbed it and gave her that tip. She's like, wait, where's this? I said, oh, yeah, it's a bonus I found. Or sometimes, too, even at the store, I'll get them, somebody leave it in their basket or whatever. I'll grab it to her and she'll scan that one, too.
I know. I do that. And I've done well. I know Clark Howard one time was like, it's not really worth the time and effort. And I'm like, I mean,
you're sitting there anyways.
I'm sitting here at my desk. I mean, I'm not having to carve out special time just to do this.
Because, like, she was really good about it before, too. Because back in the day, she used to work for her mother and do all of her shopping for her mom and grandmother and everything. She would scan all theirs, too, and get rewards off of those.
Yeah. So you can do well with that.
Because then your mom's like, well, shouldn't I get them? You're like, okay, here, go do the thing.
I know.
All that.
I know. But yeah, some people don't like to do all the time. Maybe one day we'll have enough money to where I'll be like, I don't need to worry with getting an extra $100 or $200 this year scanning receipts.
A couple of times you've been able to turn it in and get like Amazon or something with it, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll get I wait until I get like $50 worth and then I'll cash it in. So I've already done that once this year. And by the end of the year, I'll probably be really close to getting another off of each app.
Another cool thing I just read, cash in is using on Saturday too, is they call it a Tango card. And they give me a little voucher. I follow the code and it goes to the website and I can cash it in for any store that's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It was only $15, so it just made more sense to cash in for Kroger, so she's going to go anyways. And another $15 off our groceries,
Yeah, so that comes
I've gotten those several times.
So that's what I do is I try to go through and I'll get the Flip app, look at all of that because, like, for example, Kroger, Aldi, and H-E-B were all having sales on their sweet potatoes, but H-E-B had the best price. So I use the Flip app and compare because I'm like, yeah, but H-E-B is only 20 cents a pound. And normally I get like a 3-pound bag at Aldi and it's like $3. Well, I got a 7 pounds yesterday for only $1.40. So it's a lot cheaper. So I'll do that. I'll compare. I'll see what their loss leaders are, but I like to compare to the stores and say, okay, so at this store I'm going to get this. At this store I'll get that, and see who has the best overall.
And another thing we both do too is we route out where we're going to run. I call it a milk run, and base what direction, what stores we go to first, just to make more sense.
Right. Well, so like yesterday when I went to Trader Joe's, I was like, oh, we're really lucky where we're at because I know when I've talked to Lakin, she's like, no, if I want to go to Aldi, it's opposite of all these other stores. Well, with ours, it's like they're all clustered within a couple miles. So I go to Trader Joe's, and then within a mile is the H-E-B, and then the Aldi, and then the Kroger. And so it's just easy. Like yesterday, actually, I hit a different Kroger. So it's all like within the same area. And I've noticed that most of those stores, so that's why it's not a big deal. As I've seen others, like, is it worth what you're saving at Kroger to then go to H-E-B and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes. When they're all within the same mile of each other, it's worth it for me. Like literally within a mile. So like what other one I go to, it's Kroger, and then a half mile further is Aldi. And then a half mile from the Kroger is the H-E-B and Sprouts. I can hit all of those right there together.
The only other one that throws us off a little bit is when we want to go to Joe V's.
Yeah.
Or the other one H-E-B has, their version of
Central Market.
Those are the only two that really throw us off. Because they're in an isolated area.
Or if I'm doing Sam's pickup, because then the Sam's locations aren't always where I want to go.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Because like the one in Humble, I don't like that Kroger.
I don't either. Yeah.
And there's no H-E-B in that area.
That's true.
Because they have Joe V's instead, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So like this week, I didn't go to Sam's yesterday because I know we're going on Tuesday for my eye appointment. So I'm like, well, I might as well just do it for Tuesday.
Right.
Rickwood said she only shops every other week at Costco once a month. That's awesome.
It is.
I don't think we're still on the weekly grocery shopping.
Yes.
I don't know if we could get to every other.
We can, especially with the produce.
Yeah, that's the thing with produce. I think if we were just getting meat, we probably could just do it once every other week.
Almost probably even once a month.
Yeah, and then Sam's, I feel like we do twice a month.
Right.
So I don't always do Sam's every week. Renee said, I need to go get some of those batteries. I'm saying.
Yes.
So again, Home Depot for less than $15, it's like $14.87. You get a 66 pack of either AA or AAA batteries.
We don't need either though, do we?
I feel like there's one of them we do need. I have to go check the closet where we keep our batteries.
Right.
Or how was it your grandpa?
Batteries.
Yeah. Batteries.
It's like a bat tree.
Right. Tweet to Q Cat said, I stay well stocked up on food and just go whenever I really have to, as seldom as I can. That's nice. I feel like I say that, but then we keep going every week. Because
also we change our minds a lot on what we're going to make, and then also depending on what we're going to do for the Friday. Yeah,
that's usually what it is for the Friday night feast, or the cook along, or whatever new recipe video we want to do. Then we have to get those specialty items, and then also
if we were just eating out of the house, it'd be a lot easier. But we have plans.
Yeah, and then I feel like every week I need to get more heavy cream. And there's
almost weekly you get new eggs too.
Or eggs when we can, but we stocked up right now.
Right.
But there's just certain things in produce like the jalapenos. They just don't last more than a week when you buy them. And mushrooms. We love jalapenos and mushrooms, so I'll have to go and get those. But would be nice if I didn't have to though.
Mm-hmm.
Renee said, I do the same with YouTube videos just for noise while I'm doing busy work. Right. So when I'm working, because I have my little laptop that's like the same size as this one. I have my laptop, my two big monitors, and then my personal computer over here. And that's what I like to do is sit there and just have on my personal computer some noise going while I'm doing baking stuff. I just need that because I've sat in there before, like, sometimes a video ends and before I click off because maybe I'm in the middle of something and it's just silence in the room and I'm like, ooh, that feels weird. Rickwood said, I've watched The Shopping Lady, but she drives me insane sometimes with her giggles. I just want someone to show me what is there. I can make up my own mind. Yeah, she does have some giggles. I think that's why I like it. But I get it. If you're somebody who's like, no, just tell me what there is, then that, I feel like Gina is more like that, where she's just like, she doesn't give commentary. She's just kind of like, here's what's new at Trader Joe's. And then at the end, I'm going to taste them all. And so sometimes I just click off on that part because some of the stuff most of the stuff she tests, I'm just like, that doesn't even sound good.
Well, they said though, if you really want to help the channel, don't click off.
I know.
Just mute it, let it run.
Yeah, and I'll do that sometimes. Tweet to QCat, just subscribe to the grocery later, so I will check her out. Hey, I want to be cool like you guys are. Aw. Yeah, and you might enjoy her. You'll have to let me know because I believe she is in Indiana too. So,
maybe she'll talk about the stores or the area you frequent a lot.
Right? Wouldn't that be funny? Renee said, Shelly, you just need to start your own extra series on this channel. Weekly deals in stores and coupon apps. Just saying, new year, get those new subs with new series. You already shared this on here.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
want that much work though.
That's to go.
I think that's what Dustin was talking about this morning too. How much work it is to have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, it does put a lot of work. Like for example, that's kind of why we have to go grocery shopping every week because we have bright new ideas. So we got to get stuff. That's like today. That's the only reason you had to go to the store is because the recipe we're doing this afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise.
We have a growing active list of to-do things,
Oh
videos
my
to do.
gosh. We do, y'all. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that would be fun. I just don't know if anybody would actually. I mean, I talk about them in the Warden Report, but and like when I watch Shayna, so she puts out the Kroger. She'll put one out Monday morning at like 5 in the morning. You know, it's always so early. But she actually gets up because she's a music teacher, so she's up and gets her kids out and she tries to record a video in like 40 minutes and then post it and everything before she goes to work for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, and she'll do these rapid turnarounds, but she said, yeah, sometimes she's waking up at 4 in the morning to put together the video so that it gets released that day because it is so time sensitive.
So that's one other thing I'm thinking about we need to do too, is to go ahead and have some videos already done and scheduled for while we're on the road trip.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then fingers crossed that we can do the lives.
Yeah, she said there are a lot of deal channels, but not so many keto carnivore ones. That's true. Because actually all of the deal ones I watch are not keto. In fact, one time Shayna was saying she was going keto, but even then I was like, are you, girl? But then she stopped on that. And I'm like, okay. So that's true. There's not. But there's also not a lot you could say as far, like a lot of the deals, like there are literally weeks where she's going over the deals where none of it is stuff I would buy.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, so there's this huge savings on crapola stuff, but I'm like, I don't even want to spend $1.29 on the crap, but
because a lot of your deals you find are all your markdowns, which isn't going to translate to what everybody else can find.
That's true. But no, like hers giving the receipts and the coupons and stuff, a lot of it is just, I'm just like, really? And like she'll get excited when the lean cuisines are on sale.
Yeah.
Or it's just, a lot of it is just complete junk. And I'm like, okay, don't care for that. So there's not really a lot focused on keto carnivore shopping.
Right. Well, and also another thing with this we talked about before, we've gotten lucky too on is we don't buy that stuff anymore. So now we only have to put out our trash once a week versus twice a week.
That's true. That's true.
Because we don't have the food, the container waste anymore.
Yeah.
We're not buying all the products.
Rickwood said, I also ordered some stuff online. Shauna has me ordering pork rinds from Porky Good. They do have good pork rinds.
They do. I
pick up keto chow when I need it, and I get stuff like collagen from VitaCost. That's true. Well, we do get our Redmonds.
Yes.
And our keto chow. And, I ordered your Zevias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why we don't do the Pork and Good is we get a better, cheaper price at HEB.
I know. I'm just.
No, I mean, it's smarter.
Yeah. Yeah. And
they're not flavored, but once you dip it in whatever anyways.
Right. Nano Pat. Hey, said hello. How are you doing?
Ain't seen you in a while.
Tweety Cat said, I got 60 batteries AAA from Temu on a lightning deal. They were only $2.39. Wow. But they are just fine. Not Duracell, but they're not bad at all. Go Temu. That is an awesome deal. Wow. I thought $14.87 was good.
No.
Well, do you think they last long enough, or do you feel like you go through them faster? Renee said it would appeal to a new group, and they might also like your cooking videos. That's true. You already do the legwork. You just got to make a separate video to share the info you already research. Okay. What do y'all think? So put out like on Wednesday, try to be like, okay, here's the deals I have found at Kroger, Aldi, HEB.
You do that part of the Warden Report or a separate video?
No, she's saying a separate video.
I thought she also mentioned that doing a separate channel for it.
No, I think she's saying a separate series.
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Just call it the Warden coupons. I don't know.
You call it the coupon goddess.
Oh my God. Renee said, but it doesn't even have to be just food. New hashtags, new viewers appeal to another group. Okay. Like just whatever deals I find.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah, the rump tree.
Yeah, stuff
Where
like
to get
that.
it? Where to get it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll have to think on it.
Because
It's a great idea. I
you're already
agree
there.
with it.
You're already filming all this stuff anyways. You have your phone with you and everything. You can film bits and pieces that are in the store too.
Yeah, but at that point, it's past.
Oh, that's true too.
Because most people want to know the deals on Wednesdays
ahead of time.
they go shopping.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I wouldn't.
You have to get ahead of the curve. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would not be able to show like the disc. It would just be basically, okay, here's what's on sale this week.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. Tweety Cat said the Temu batteries have been lasting as long as my other batteries. Wow. Excuse me. Definitely getting my money's worth, all $2. Right. Wow, that is a nice deal. Jeez. Warden Weekly Wins.
There you go.
Then they might think it's a weight loss thing.
Nah. Oh well. Let them think what they want. As long as they click them and watch.
A coupon. I don't know.
Corral?
No. I was thinking like coupon and deals for the week at the grocery stores. I don't know. We'll have to see. Rickwood said, like the deals at Home Depot, you keep up with what is on sale. Just need to put together a video. Yeah. Put together a video and how to do it. Because how I see, so the grocery lady, she goes in stores. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to do that on a Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm not going to go in store. Just because I don't like to leave the house during the week. And then now how Shayna does it is she voiceovers going through the ad. So I guess I would have to do like a voiceover of the Flip app and be like, okay, so here's, they're all got, good deals on sweet potatoes, but really H-E-B has the best deal. I don't know. Rickwood likes that title. Tweety Q Cat. Well, Shelly, you already have the name for the channel via Renee, so I guess you better do it. Wow, y'all.
So you got at least 3 people on there that say they'd watch. So.
Renee said, but it won't be just grocery stores. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we'll see. I have to visualize how it would end, y'all, or how to do it. Because I don't want to go in store. I'm going to tell you that right now. Renee probably would, but she's like high energy person. I'm a very, very low energy person. Low energy, low effort.
Mm-hmm. Best.
The best?
Yes. I'm the same way.
Rickwood said, voiceover works. You don't have to try to talk during visiting a store. Yeah, that's what I seen. A lot of them do the voiceover later. Because I'm like, those stores. I've never go to a store where it's quiet, but then you hear it on theirs. It's because they're doing voiceover. Renee said, Dollar Tree, especially at Halloween time. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Home Depot, Sam's, Kroger, H-E-B, Aldi, and more. To ATQ Cat. Well, I would definitely watch, but I'm not a new subscriber. I know. And you would definitely watch. I know that. Yeah, I'll try. I'll see what I can come up with. I'll see what I can put together. Oh, I don't know. Y'all, if I do this, you're going to have to actually give me lots of constructive feedback. And here's the thing, too, because I already had the Warden report come on Wednesdays. Oh. So I'd be like 2 videos on a Wednesday. I don't know, y'all. Because I know most of the grocery people, they put the videos out like early in the morning. So, but then I always do the Warden report early in the morning. How am I going to do this? Or do I do it on Tuesdays? Put out the shopping Tuesday? Oh, all right. Renee said, you can take screenshots from flyers and your apps and mention Ibotta deals and other ones. And when you actually go, add that footage too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do the different recordings. Separate video line with not just plain hashtags to appeal to new. Right. Yeah, I would have to do different hashtags for that. So it'd be like Kroger deals, grocery deals, deal of the week is probably like the hashtags to use. Why does it have to be Wednesday? Well, because Wednesday's usually when there goes out. And that's usually when everybody wants to know what the deals are for the week because Wednesday's released. But so would I release it on Tuesday? Oh, goodness. Rickwood said, so start with the Warden Report and try it out, then split it off. Put out Tuesday night. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see.
But I know what's going on too, though. Usually about this time is when I start taking my nap, and I am getting tired.
Yeah, and we're at the 2-hour mark. Yeah. I remember when we were at an hour going, well, we'll cut it off at an hour.
It's one of those what are the southern goodbyes.
I know. All right. We'll call y'all gave me a lot to think about, so thank you for that. I'll just have to see how to do it and put something out and see what y'all think. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like sometimes I see other channels. I'm like, well, they're doing such a good job, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see if that'll how it will go. As I open a can of worms, but a good way to get more subs. Yeah, I mean, I tried the financial stuff, earlier this year. I don't know if that really led to new subs. I guess sometimes I wonder if it does help a channel if you spin off kind of in a different direction. I don't know. As far as like the algorithm, if you're doing different things on the same channel, I think that's why sometimes people like, Two Crazy Ketos, they have their whole camping on their different channel because of the algorithms. Huh?
Dr. Barry did it too.
Right, because of the algorithm. So that's the other thing is I wonder if it would or if it would just weaken overall. I don't know. I got to look into all that and see how it would work.
Thanks, Renee.
But yeah, we'll just see. And I got to contemplate and figure out how to do all of that too. And to put it together every week. Toy TQ Cat said, sorry, we turned into Chatty Cathy's today. I love it when y'all are Chatty Cathy's. That's what I want. I want Chatty Cathy's every Sunday, every Friday night. Chatty Cathy's.
I guess we'll discuss it more on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for this Saturday's.
And then we also need to talk about how we're going to do the gift exchange thing, too.
I know. I'm excited about that, y'all.
Because I just thought of something else I want to add, but it might be too late to my list.
I also do a video on the sales that your affiliates are doing right now. So y'all would like a different video? Because I try to mention it like in the Warden Report, but do you want like a dedicated... Maybe that's what it could be is here's your keto carnivore deals of the week. Mm-hmm. And then, I could go through the different ads, right? Kroger, H-E-B, Aldi. And then if there's any affiliates, that could be in there too. Like here's the Redmond deals. Here's the Keto Chow deals or the Keto Brick deals. Like any Keto Cupping, Porky Good, Ultima, Egg Life that are doing deals.
Oh, yeah, because then you just get some Egg Life.
That too. So I could do that as a video and just call it like the Keto Carnivore Weekly Deals or Deal of the Week.
Yeah.
Renee said, it's not a different direction, though, just a separate set of videos that already appealed to us and suck more people's in. I think that could be added into the same vids, though, Joe, because a lot of peeps coming in may not know about their affiliate. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, too, is like, okay, here's the Keto Carnivore Weekly Deals, and then just put that out every week, kind of show what's in the different grocery stores or whatever the affiliates are doing and let everybody know about that. I wouldn't title it keto anything, though, appeal to a wider band.
You can talk about it in the video, but just don't title it.
Don't title
the keto, yeah.
Huh. But then won't people, if they're like not keto or carnivore, be like, okay, why aren't you talking about this deal or that deal? I don't know.
When you talk about it in the video, you'll tell them why.
Oh, okay. Rickwood said several keto channels are doing theirs, so the ones that watch you can use your links. Also pull in new people. Yeah, new. But then if I'm not putting keto carnivore in the title, then it might not pull keto carnivore people to it.
Well, that's true too.
It'll just be put in with the other
Everybody else
that does deal videos. I mean, I get it, and don't put keto carnivore because then you limit it. But then at the same time, if I'm only doing keto carnivore related content,
right?
Because
honestly, I'm kind of afraid what I've been seeing and everything is the fad for keto is actually dying.
Yeah, I know. I've seen more. It seems like more channels are trying to use just like general low carb and stuff, or healthy deals of the week.
There you go.
Maybe that healthy deals, and then that would get a broader audience that is looking for health deals. But then you'll get those that'll be like, butter is not healthy, ribeyes are not healthy.
Right.
You can add keto or carnivore in title with more heavy on that, but definitely not the hashtags. And she said he nailed it. Now, what did you say to nail it?
Talk about it in the video, but don't title it in the video.
Don't title it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's why I say if I do this,
clickbaity though, doesn't it?
Right? If I do this, then that's why I'm going to need lots of feedback from y'all on ways to improve the title, the thumbnails, the description, the layout. Like seriously. Okay. All right. I think more folks are steered the other way by the keto names.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of like backlash to it where people are like, ugh, keto. So that's why I was thinking healthy.
Yeah.
Tweet you get. I think as long as it's something about saving money in the name, that would draw people in. Everyone wants and needs to save money now more than ever. Exactly. That's true. That's why I was thinking maybe healthy money saving deals of the week or money saving deals of the week at
Saving with Shelly.
Saving with Shelly.
Yeah.
This is the Saving with Shelly segment.
There you go.
Or just title it Saving with Shelly at Kroger, whichever's having the good deal. Because I know Kroger grabs a lot because Kroger's in a lot more states than versus Aldi and H-E-B. But yeah, Saving with Shelly at Kroger and Aldi, and then mention the affiliates or online. Saving with Shelly online this week, and then I could talk about all the different affiliate things. She said, because you'll feature non-food stuff just like you do in your weekly shares anyway. That's true. That's true. Rickwood said, got it. Okay. And Renee said, shopping with Shelly.
There you go.
Like that shopping with Shayna.
Yeah.
Shopping with Shelly. Shelly shops deals. Or Shelly shops sales.
There you go.
Triple S.
And then
Shelly shops
seashells right there too.
Right. Shelly shops sales at, and then whatever the main things are that week. I can put like Kroger, Aldi, Dutch.
You can talk about how this week they're giving away these stickers or whatever.
Oh, Tweet to you cat said shopping and saving with Shelly. Ooh. Renee said that way you can change stores weekly because may not always be the same stores. Exactly. Shelly shops sales at, and then I could be, or Shelly shops online deals. And put that in there and then talk about our affiliates and say, got the money, got the links below. You have to say now on YouTube, these are affiliate links, so it does help our channel.
Right.
She said, like your shell side behind you. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Be like, okay, shopping with Shelly, or Shelly shops sales.
All right, the perfect avatar or whatever for you too. It's like I want a little picture of you, but you're in a cart.
I'm in the cart, or I'm pushing the cart.
No, you're in the cart. You're right in the cart. That's all it is. The picture, just you in the cart. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh. 2ATQ Cat said the possibilities are endless. We'll help you. Oh, thanks. All right. All right.
On that note, we got a lot to think about.
I know. Here I thought we were only going to be making something tasty this afternoon, but now I got to start thinking, because then I guess I would need to put one out this week on it. Oh, all right. All right. But I do like playing with the name. I like the shopping and Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you call it again? Alliteration.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes. Yes. All right. Thank y'all.
I have an affinity. What is it? No, affinity for alliteration.
Yes, you do. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. And we'll talk again. Everybody, yeah, one last thing, as we won't get to see you again before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's true.
So have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I hope y'all gobble till you wobble and enjoy it. Enjoy your friends, family, or just some peaceful solitude. Sometimes that sounds so amazing. Joy to get no pressure, laugh out loud, right? And Renee, go pluck yourself, said, oh, a cute little animated pic of her with her feet kicked up in the cart with a witch hat on.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we'll figure it out. I'll get you in the cart and I'll push the cart. Then we'll get a picture.
That does not sound like something somebody in their 40s can do.
Oh. Like I said, a can-do attitude.
Well, so anybody can do that animated thing, let me know. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Yes, have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Look at all the little turkeys.
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks, y'all.
Bye.
We will see you Friday night. I wonder what we're making Friday night. We know, because I had to buy it yesterday. All right, huh?
Oh,